Oh, hello there. Today we'll be discussing how to edgeband plywood.
Why?
Well, that is a great question there. Normal solid wood has an edge already on it of the grain, basically, and it's pretty, it stains, it does what it's supposed to. Whereas plywood is basically hideous. Would you want that on your cabinets? No. Or on your furniture you're making for someone? Probably not. It doesn't stain well, it'll leave stripes. So like, what tools do we need? A J-roller, a file, and an ordinary household iron.
So like, what is edgebanding?
Hey, that's a terrific question. So edgebanding, pre-glued, is basically a thin piece of wood that comes with some glue on the back that is activated by an iron when you heat it up, and it applies and it looks beautiful. Alright, so you grab your piece of wood you're going to edgeband. I'm going to edgeband this long side here. I'm going to set it down. Basically grab my roll, I'm going to give it about an inch or so bigger. I'm going to break it off usually, it's really easy, just break it. And then now you have your length, it's a little long, so that's good. This edge banding is a little wide. I want to say a 7/8, this plywood's only 3/4, so I'm going to set it on top here. I'm going to leave it over a little bit on each side. You want to line it up with your 2 fingers, basically like this. You want to put your iron on it. You want to keep it centered as much as possible. You want to heat it up with your iron. This is pre-finished edge banding, so you kind of want to move a little faster. You don't want to melt the finish off of it, which I haven't done that yet, but it could be possible to burn through it. You have your roller ready. So basically you're getting it really warm. That's a little hot, so you don't want it to be boiling up like that. So you're going to get it nice and hot so it's almost untouchable depending on your finger feeling, sensoriness. Okay, so then you're going to roll it. You're going to put a lot of pressure on it. As you're rolling it, you're getting all the way to the edge. You don't want to go too far because then you'll break it. You don't want to have that when you're, if it's a shelf, it's fine, but if it's going to another piece of plywood, you don't want to have that there. It's going to leave a nasty little scar there. So you're basically putting pressure all the way on it. Don't slip, because if you do, you're going to cut your finger. I've done it like 1,000,000 times. It totally sucks. And then you're just going to do it, and then that's it. You put enough pressure on it. It's already melted. It's ready to go. You set it aside for it to cool down. And then after that, we'll come back and file it and trim it out and show you how to do that. And then the file has 2 different parts on it, basically a rough cutting edge and then a smooth edge. I don't know what kind of file this is. It might be a bastard file, but I don't think so. I think the bastard ones have the points. I don't know what a bastard file, why it's called that, but maybe its dad left it. But anyway, what you do is you clean the file with like a barbecue scrubber, which is great because it gets all the little glue spots on there. So as you're going with the file and using the 2 rough edges, you're kind of doing a push motion at that angle, pushing down slightly and pushing forward to your right. Always go to the material, not away from the material, because then you'll rip your edge banding right off. So you want to continue just moving it forward. Sometimes it'll all stay together and you've got a nice little spinning piece of wood going. It's great. Alright guys, so here's how you take the edge off. You use the sharp side of the file. It's got some little grooves in it. And so basically you're going to flush it up with this, and then you're going to push forward and down, almost like you're cutting something, but not really, because you don't want to pull forward or it'll rip the edge banding right back to you. So you want to keep pushing forward, hugging with this nice and smooth, and keep going in a downward motion. And then if it's not going against anything, if this is just a shelf, which this is, I'll kind of round it over a little bit just to break the edge so there's nothing sharp to come out on you. And then that's it. And then you come back with your fine side. Same thing, you're pushing in a motion always to the wood and to the right. Unless you're left-handed, but then you'll have to watch someone else's video on that one. So then you're going to just keep going until it's nice and smooth. And you don't have a little lip or anything. And then like I said, you can come back with your 180 or whatever sandpaper you have lying around and just edit angle. Just smoothing the edge, kind of giving it a broken edge so it's not too sharp. And you don't cut yourself, because it will be a nice sharp edge on the wood, and you probably don't want that in your cabinet. Alright guys, here it is all ready to go, nice and finished. We've got the edge banding on, all smoothed out. We're going to put this sucker in someone's cabinet and they'll be happy for years. This is how it looked like before, in case you forgot. Put that in focus. And then we put the banding on it. So you can do all sides if you wanted this to be a door. It'd be great, because then there's your door. It's very simple. It's all pre-finished, ready to go. So you edge band all 4 sides the same way we did. And drill a hole, put some hinges on it, and it's ready to go. Ready to go! Okay. Here's a few things I wouldn't do.
Ring ring! Yeah, hi, can I get a large pizza delivered? Yeah, with just sausage and cheese. Yeah, that'd be
Fine. Oh, I burnt it.
Yeah.
You can zoom in? Okay, good.